LIC reported a weak set of Q1 numbers, witnessed reduction in market share and total policies. However, margins continue to remain at the same level. My colleague Yash Jain caught up with LIC Chairperson Siddhartha Mohanty and began by discussing the company's Q1 numbers. Listen in.
If you observe actually last quarter of 23, there was a tremendous pressure. So business of this quarter was dragged to that quarter. So that is my sense. And definitely we have been working on various parameters post listing and there has been a directional change in our approach for product mix as well as a channel mix. And since this is the beginning, that has some impact. But I will say going forward, definitely positive growth will be there as per our expectation.
Okay. Could you quantify in terms of premium growth for the quarter and for FY24? What is the bracket that you expect yourself to grow into?
Exact quantification will not be appropriate at this point of time, but as trends show, there will be good growth rate in the month of August as well as in coming month also.
Okay. If I could just ask you a little more understanding on this thing. Good growth, does it mean high single digit or mid-teens? What bracket does it come at?
That we expect something better. Whatever we were observing, definite improvement will be there. Some extraordinary performance from some segments also we are expecting.
Okay, understood. Thank you for taking that. As far as VNB is concerned, for the quarter, it was down about 7%. What kind of traction do you expect on the VNB side of the business? Do you expect a reversal in the current quarter itself, or do you think it will take some time for VNB to show significant growth?
If you see industry across, there has been strain on margin for first quarter.
Correct.
All our peers also you observe. But despite that marginal 1 basis point, 13.6, we are now 13.7, we have been able to show. And going forward, I think there will be definite improvement because whatever commitment we made to our stakeholders last year, we have shown 16.2% BNB margin. So current year, definitely there will be much improvement upon that.
You spoke about the focus on non-par products, and that has been the focus since listing because you get a stronger margin out of non-par segment. 10% was the target that you were working with for the first 1.5 years. You achieved that target successfully of 10% non-par segment out of individual APE. What is the next target on the non-par segment for the year that you'd be working with, that you would want to achieve?
Actually, I should not tell the target, but definitely it will be double digit, more than whatever we have there, high double digit target.
Okay,
in the
for the financial year. Okay.
Non-par share to AP.
Okay. Sir, I was going through your investor presentation also, and again a question related to the non-par segment itself. Your non-par premium for the quarter came in at about 263 crore rupees, which compares to 363 crore rupees. It was down by 28%. You said there was some strain. We are trying to grow it. But why did the margin in the non-par segment fall from 72.4% to 43%? Why was there such a big drop in the margins from non-par
Because
segment?
the non-par, within a non-par products are there which give higher margin. There are certain products which will give comparatively low margin. So that suppose ULIP. ULIP gives a low margin within a non-par.
Correct.
So large chunk of ULIP, volume wise it will be more, but margin wise it will be. So that I think that has been reflected there.
Okay.
So consciously we will focus on high margin product within non-par also.
Okay. Just want to understand your product mix. Where do you stand at this point of time? And do you see significant changes as we proceed with the year in the product mix?
Absolutely, because we have taken, this is a conscious decision. Our sales force, they have been also sensitized to sell more non-par product. We do not say non-par product. We say you give to customer choice whether he wants a guaranteed product or he wants ULIP.
Correct.
So guaranteed product means he knows what he will get 20 years hence, 10 years hence, he knows guarantee is there. And if risk appetite is more for the customer, he can go for linked product ULIP.
Correct.
So both choice now we are putting before the customer. We are training our agents. You put both the choices, let the customer choose.
Correct.
And it is in the best interest of the customer.
So could we see under the non-par segment, could we see products which have a higher margin taking larger share, focus being higher on that one? And could the non-par margins come back to, let's say, what it was, 72, 73%?
No, absolutely, because the focus is to promote non-par, all products of non-par depending upon customer's choice. And a high margin product, those will also get traction, particularly annuity, term products.
Correct.
Term product we have to improve, annuity we
Yes.
are already doing well.
Yes.
So all these products will be there.
Okay. Now, one question on the policies that were sold in the quarter, that dropped by 13%. Could you help us understand that, of course, there's a drop in the policies sold, but is the average ticket size of the policy increasing? And if you have to compare it to what was the average ticket size in FY23 to in the first quarter, how much has it increased by?
No, if you see, because some tweaking was there in a product line.
Correct.
Because some minimum premium was increased, so that affected the number of sales. That's why there is a dip in number of sales. And but if you see premium upon this policy, definitely ticket size has gone up.
How much?
It will be in the range, exact figure I cannot say, but it has gone up. If you calculate the total premium and the total policy, this year's total premium, it has gone up, I think, by 20-25% ticket size.
Okay.
For
And
first quarter.
would this trend continue?
That our objective will be to have a more bigger ticket size policy.
In what range do you see yourself? Because private players have a much higher
They
ticket
are
size.
much higher, but our now it has improved. Because though number has come down, but the premium is almost intact or flat. It is not less.
Correct.
So obviously it will improve.
So it will keep improving going forward. One final question, sir, to conclude this interaction with. A lot of private players, and I had to ask you this thing, have received, of course, demands from the GST department in terms of some services which they had given on input tax credit. LIC being the largest life insurance company, just wanted to understand, has there been any communication from the GST department on any tax demand as far as that particular side is concerned? So
LIC is a totally compliant, tax compliant and otherwise totally compliant. So that I can assure you.
So there is no demand from the GST
Absolutely
department?
not.
Okay, that's the word coming in from LIC. The stock is up 3% in an otherwise weak market. With that, we'll slip into another break. Sharon Bansal from Skipper will join us on the other side to discuss their Q1 earnings. Stay tuned for that.